Hello, this is Peck Rosa. I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan, and we will discuss the Bills' 27-23 loss to the New York Jets. And let me just say, I was at the game on Sunday, and this was the first time that Sam Darnold and Josh Allen went up against each other in one of the first matches of the top quarterbacks this past draft, going up against each other going up against each other for the game. And let me just say, it was a good game. It was a really fun way to start out this rivalry that hopefully the Bills and Jets will be on for the next decade. And although the Jets came out first, I think both teams can come away with a feeling that maybe we have our guy. Yes, they made rookie mistakes, but maybe we have our guy in the Bills, Josh Allen, and the Jets, Sam Darnold. I think this game was what you kind of expected to be, a close game. You thought the Bills were going to pull it out, but they couldn't because really of, I would say, three reasons. Let's talk about really what will be talked about the next 3 weeks about Josh Allen, because that's really what the next 3 weeks will tell us is the development of the Bills' rookie quarterback. And I would say he didn't take a step back, but he didn't take a step forward. He's right where he is and was when he walked into New York Field that Sunday. So Josh Allen finished with 18 of 36, 206 yards and two interceptions, and also a fumble that he had while scrambling. And really all of his turnovers, and really all of the Bills' turnovers, because that's how many turnovers the Bills ended up having, was on him. The first interception, he should have thrown it away to the sideline and preserved a down. And he didn't do that. He wanted to make a play, and he got it picked off. And that was not a great situation for the Bills, although the defense managed to hold the Jets to just a field goal. So that was really good. But, Josh Allen shouldn't have thrown that pass, and also the fumble was on him, which it was impressive. He runs so much. That was his first fumble of the season, so that's pretty impressive. But yeah, that fumble, he should have tucked that one away, and just went down. So I would say that was on him. And also the last one, you can't really fault him. He tried to make a play as he was throwing, but the ball was offline and not to Zay Jones's back shoulder, and it got picked off. So, you will have these days for a lot of these rookies where they're going to have 3 turnovers, and it's going to be tough. But also, I think he managed the game well. He moved the offense really well. I mean, you look at all of the Bills' drives throughout the game, and a lot of it was 9-10 play drives, and they got down to the red zone. The problem was that that they didn't end it with any touchdowns. And that's really what the difference of the game was. The Jets did that, and the Bills didn't. And that's really what the difference in the game was. I think the perfect example is when they had that fumble at the beginning of the second half, where the Jets fumbled on the opening kickoff to start the second half, and the Bills recovered on like the 21, 22-yard line. And that's where they should have put the nail in the coffin. They should have scored a touchdown there to really put the game really out of hand. I mean, they could have come back, but really they should have put the game out of hand right there, and that would have been the difference in the game. They ended up kicking a field goal, and that was it. So I would say Josh Allen's day was about even. He made some bad plays, but he also made some really, really good plays. What could have been a game-winning field goal drive was really impressive, especially that throw down the field to Robert Foster, who is coming along. He could be a good piece for the Bills next year as they try to fix this offense. So really, that's the Josh Allen's turnovers was one key for the Bills' loss, and the next was the Bills' special teams. And I would say that it's getting worse each and every week. Obviously, they had a kick block, and yes, there should have been a penalty on Stephen Hauschka, and that was bad. I mean, they could have called a black in the back or some penalty, but they didn't. So, and but it wasn't only Stephen Hauschka that day. It was the Bills' kick return coverage units. They just did not do anything on the ground. They didn't tackle well. They gave up two. One was a 40 or 50-yard return. The other was an 80-yard return to the two, and that really kept the Jets in the game. So I'm of the opinion of they have to get rid of this special teams coach, because this special teams is in disarray, and it's killing the Bills. And not only this game, but if you remember the Houston game, they had a fumble by Ray McCloud that set the Houston up for an early touchdown. So the special teams is not doing well at the moment. So I would say the Bills need to fire their special teams coach and get a new one, because it's just not working out right now. And I would say the Bills' defense. Overall, the Bills' defense played a great game. They limited Sam Darnold to 170 yards. And, yes, I'll put that interception on the Bills, but that was a really poor decision by Sam Darnold to throw that interception to Tremaine Edmonds. But when the defense needed to make a play, when they needed to end the game, they didn't. And the game was there for the Bills. The game was there for the Bills defense to end it, and they didn't. They let the Jets hang in there, and especially on that last drive. And I don't blame Trey White for Sam Darnold's great throw, but at the same time, they scored a touchdown on 4th and goal, so that wasn't good. And the Bills need to be better in that area. So overall, they're 4-9, and their season is essentially done. They were eliminated from the playoffs this year, but for a 1-year playoff drought, not 18 years. So that's pretty good. We don't have to talk about a long playoff drought, just a year, which is good. But so what I see the next 3 games is growth by Josh Allen. That's really what I want to see in him. Can he win 1, 2, or maybe all of the games down the stretch? So, if he can do that, that builds upon next year, which would be great. So that's really where I'm seeing where the Bills are. Obviously, the Bills defense had a big loss with the injury to Matt Milano, and we'll see where they go with that. But, there's going to be a lot of youth on the Bills the next 3 weeks. A lot of guys, me, you, everyone never heard of as they build for next year. So There's 3 games left, and enjoy the rest of the season, and have a great week. Until next time, I am Pat Carosa, signing off. Goodbye.